Good evening. I'd like to call the order the St. Charles City Council meeting for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Nance, can you please call the roll?
Gemp.
Here.
Petrillo.
Here.
Wirball.
Here.
Besner.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
Kulkaitis.
Here.
Folk. Becker.
Here.
Munn. Here. Lencioni.
Here.
Tonight's invocation will be given by Alderman Petrillo.
May we reflect on the importance of valuable leadership that involves courage and integrity as we make decisions this evening and in the future. We ask for the same courage and integrity so that we discern what is best for those we represent. Amen.
Alderman Lencioni, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you, Your Honor. Please join me in the pledge.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Speed that up.
Good evening. We have two proclamations this evening, or two presentations. The first is a proclamation, and it's regarding Loeys-Dietz syndrome. It's Loeys-Dietz Awareness Month, and we have with us a family today, Kathleen and her husband Sam, and their son Nolan, who was affected by this syndrome. So I'd like to invite Kathleen up. We're going to read the proclamation, but I thought it was important that Kathleen really tell us a little bit about the syndrome, because I feel like it's important that our community be educated on what this syndrome is for those who don't know and how their family's affected by it. Loeys-Dietz Syndrome Awareness Month is March 2025, whereas Loeys-Dietz syndrome is a life-threatening genetic connective tissue condition that can impact many parts of the body, including the heart and blood vessels, eyes, teeth, bones, and joints and lungs, resulting in the need for lifelong care and monitoring. And whereas Loeys-Dietz syndrome is a lifelong, incurable, potentially debilitating, and life-threatening genetic condition, and whereas Loeys-Dietz is often misdiagnosed and underdiagnosed, even though timely diagnosis and lifestyle modifications are essential to those affected living comfortable lives, and whereas the number and severity of symptoms associated with Loeys-Dietz syndrome differ greatly among individuals, even among members of the same family. And whereas further medical research and awareness could provide hope for treatment and a cure for Loeys-Dietz syndrome. And whereas the City of St. Charles seeks to raise awareness of Loeys-Dietz to promote the proper diagnosis and care for individuals affected by Loeys-Dietz syndrome. Now, therefore, I, Laura Vitek, Mayor of the City of St. Charles, do hereby proclaim the month of March as Loeys-Dietz Awareness Month in the City of St. Charles. And I think this is important that you brought this to our attention too, because community members that highlight some of the things that they're going through as a family, I think it's important that City Council and the public also be aware of those things. So if you don't mind saying a few words.
The overarching foundation that oversees Loeys-Dietz is the Marfan Foundation, and Loeys-Dietz was a part of Marfan until about 20 years ago. So we're celebrating the 20th year of recognizing that this is its own separate syndrome. Only 1 in 45,000 people are diagnosed with Loeys-Dietz syndrome, so it is considered to be rare. Currently, right now, there are 6 types of Loeys-Dietz syndrome, and it's based upon the specific genes that are mutated. Nolan is a type 1, which tends to have the most heart surgery, and he has about 15 doctors currently monitoring him at Lurie Children's. His diagnosis was completely unexpected. He wasn't hitting his milestones. He was standing up inside a garbage can to build his leg muscles. And so then that prompted us to go see an orthopedic. And thank goodness, the orthopedic said to us, sometimes hypermobility could be a sign of a heart condition. Little did we know that he actually did have a heart condition. He has an aortic root aneurysm, and he's 6. That affects us as a family with 15 doctors, his school life, because he is restricted. He had a cranial helmet, has had 3 hernia surgeries so far, and currently does still see an orthopedic. So we are going throughout the community to find other doctors that are aware of LDS. So it's very important to us that other people know so they're not so surprised by this diagnosis, especially if their child's living with already an aneurysm at such a young age of being diagnosed at 3. So I thank you for your support and your time.
Thank you. And Kathleen, I think the back of your shirt does have the website. So if anyone would like more information, they can see you, or I know that we have some information we can pass along to City Council too, and please keep us updated on Nola's progress. Thank you for coming in as a family tonight. We appreciate it. This is for you. Thank you. Okay, now I know Chief Maldi has a presentation he'd like to give, so I'll bring him up here.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is yet another reminder of why being the fire chief is truly an honor. I have the privilege of standing before you to offer a testament of the competence, dedication, and professionalism that the fire department members exhibit every single day. Let me first start by introducing Tom, Lynn, and Emily North. You guys can come on up. If I could have the 5 team members over here. Last year, on October 28th, Lynn and her husband were in the process of moving out of their home along with 2 movers. Just a little after 8 in the morning, Tom was out in his garage sitting in a chair when he experienced chest pain. He fell to the floor and went into cardiac arrest. His wife called 911 and the movers initiated CPR. Within 3 minutes from when the call was placed, the crew arrived in a fire engine, performed a quick assessment, and initiated advanced medical care, which included cardiac defibrillation. The ambulance crew arrived and assisted with other advanced care, including intubation, intraosseous fluid administration, and other ALS interventions. Prior to departing the scene to the hospital, Tom, though still unconscious, had a return of spontaneous circulation. Tom underwent a triple bypass surgery and is doing well today. To the crews, when the emergency call came in, you responded instantly. The first unit on scene was just 3 minutes after dispatch. 3 minutes. That's not just fast, that's incredible. But time wasn't just on your side because of speed. It was the years of training, the countless hours you spent learning, practicing, and honing your skills. You were prepared, and when it mattered most, you delivered. I want to give a special thank you to the 2 moving crew members who we tried to reach out to come, but weren't able to have them come today, for performing the initial CPR to the patient. They acted without hesitation in their actions and made all the difference in the first crucial minutes. That gave Tom the opportunity to survive. So today, I want to thank each and every one of you 5 for your quick and skilled actions. It was your professionalism, your skill, and your team approach to medical care that made all the difference for Tom. I'm proud of this department every day, but especially proud to be honoring each of you.
Thank you.
Actually, probably stay at work.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I just need to clarify just a little bit. I have no recollection of anything that happened. When they talk about me being in pain, never felt a thing. Never had any heart problems. I'm 71 now. And again, no heart issues. I never felt a thing. Apparently, I was sitting in the chair and just fell forward right out of the chair. To clarify, my wife actually started sleeping.
She told us many times how she could do CPR.
She actually started CPR. She used to teach the young kids over at St. Pat's during the early childhood. And she took her CPR training with the fire department right across the street. And she finally had a chance to use it. But again, I didn't know anything. I never met any of these people, never saw them that day. And it wasn't until I woke up in the hospital and Lynn was explaining, what took place. And it was amazing. And then I said, well, I'm lucky that I made it through, and I'm lucky there were people to help me. And she goes, we just had our 50th wedding anniversary. And she goes, you're not going anywhere now. I'm sorry. Well, thank you all.
Thank you all again. Thank you, Chief. Okay, the omnibus vote, Alderman Besner.
Thank you, Mayor Vitek. I'd like to make a motion to approve the omnibus vote.
Second.
Moved by Besner, seconded by Munn. Any comments or questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Gem,
Yes.
Petrilla,
Yes.
Wirbal,
Yes.
Besser,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Kulkaitis,
Yes.
Bongard,
Yes.
Munn, yes. Lencioni,
Yes.
Thank you. We do not have any old business. Under new business, we have item A, a motion to approve a resolution authorizing publication and sale of the 2025 City of St. Charles official zoning map.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Bongard, seconded by Lencioni. Comments, questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Gem,
Yes.
Petrilla,
Yes.
Wirbal,
Yes.
Besser,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Kulkaitis,
Yes.
Bongard,
Yes.
Munn, yes. Lencioni,
Yes.
Thank you. Under committee reports, government operations, Alderman Weber, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Government services, Alderman Bongard, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
And planning and development, Alderman Lencioni, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Do we have any public comment this evening? No? Okay, we do have a couple of items that I have here. It is Women's History Month, so March is Women's History Month, a celebration of women's contributions, history, culture, society. I'd like to recognize Alderperson Munn for her contribution to City Council, and City Clerk Nancy Garrison for your contribution as well. And then, of course, we have staff here that are also female, so happy Women's History Month to you, too. It is also National Social Work Month. So since 2014, St. Charles has had a social worker to assist our first responders who encounter people in need of crisis and intervention services. Nearly 400 people are helped each year by the police department. A social worker who connects them to the services they need to get through a traumatic event or exceptionally difficult time in their lives. So we're proud of that under your department, Chief Majewski, and so thank you for the efforts of your staff. It's great. We obviously, all of us on City Council care a lot about mental health awareness. And then the St. Charles Polar Plunge is coming up this weekend, so come on out and support all our teams from the police department and I believe the fire department as well, and it supports Special Olympics. So with that note, make sure you get up on time because it is daylight savings time too. So don't forget to turn your clocks 1 hour ahead, which always makes it a fun weekend. We do not have an executive session, but before that, do we have anything from City Council? Any additional items from staff? Okay, then I just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Munn, seconded by Lencioni. Did that go right? Nance, please call the roll.
Gem,
Yes.
Petrulo?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulturitis?
Yes.
Von Gerd?
Yes.
Munn? Yes. Lencioni?
Yes.